This is Don B. Welch, and you're watching Studio Q.
Studio Q show. Now you know.
I'm so glad to see everybody. I hope we have a great time tonight. Because it's not just what you think, it's really basically about a woman who's having a divorce, but a celebration of it, and how the divorce really affects everybody. Not just one or two people, not the couple, but everybody. And so I want people to get an opportunity to really see that it affects the family and friends and everybody.
I think most of us, unfortunately, in this day and age, have unfortunately gone through either successful relationships or relationships that had to end in divorce. And sometimes it doesn't end well. Sometimes it ends where both parties recognize, you know, this really is the best thing. And sometimes only one of those parties recognize this is the best thing, and the other one is wondering what have happened. This is a case of both of them realized it was the best thing. It was a surprise to my character, but my character picked up the pieces and moved on, and part of my moving on actually involved this handsome young man right over here.
So what was it like working with the great Dawn Lewis?
It was great, a learning experience. I mean, watching her work every day, how she prepares, how she gets into a role, what she needs to focus. I learned a lot. I learned a lot, not just from her, but a lot of the cast members, Vanessa Bell Calloway, Judy Pace, just a lot of women that have done a lot of things. And so it helped me tremendously, but I mean, I couldn't have asked for, you know, somebody else to have a love interest better than Dawn Lewis.
What is it like working with Don B. Welch?
Sometimes painful. No, actually, it's a lot of fun, actually. You know, because Don, you know, he wrote this stuff, so it's like you see a little bit of all of these characters when he's trying to tell the story, get you to understand what's going on. Rehearsals can be a little intense. You know, he really tries to push you and get the best out of you. But all in all, Don's just a really, you know, he just likes to have a really good time, and he's passionate about the storytelling.
Why is it so important to come out and support Don B. Welch?
Oh God, I've been following all of his plays, and this is like such a big thing for him. I'm so glad that he's crashing into movies in such a big way with a great cast. I just know it's going to be fabulous. I'm so excited. You would think I was going to be in it.
Well, you know, Don is a friend. I've been waiting for the right opportunity to work with him, and I've been following his work. He's a very prolific, great writer, and a great part of our community out here, the theater community, you know, so just want to keep supporting them, you know. I mean, we need more writers and producers like Don, and this looks like it's going to be another one of his great plays.
Because I've been trying to work with Don for the past 6-7 years, and I don't appreciate he has not hired me, nor has he even brought me in, so I figure if I keep on supporting him, people are like, all right, dude did all my things, let me hook him up. So Don, stop playing around, man.
Don B. Welch is an inspiration. He's a prolific writer. He's a great writer, but he also pays it forward. He loves to help others. He's not stingy with his contacts and his energy and positive thought. You know, look at Facebook. You know, he's always got positive thoughts, but in real life, he's helping a lot of people, you know, up-and-coming writers. That could be his competition. But he's going to always be blessed because of that.
In this industry, you find yourself by yourself because a lot of us come from different areas. So to find somebody like Don who is so genuine and would keep it real with you but still has a big heart and he won't let you just fall. It's a safety net kind of having Don in your life. It's been a blessing for me. My career has skyrocketed since I've been with him, and it continues to move forward. I have my first film coming out, have a couple of stage plays that he's produced that I've written and starred in, and we just continue to build.
He's one of the leaders of the new school as far as our movement for young black actors and young black African Americans. As far as myself, I'm a young black actor from Detroit, and coming out here, being able to be a part of his organization and everything he's doing has just been a blessing, and he's put me in front of some awesome people. I've been able to work with Don Lewis, who's also starring in this film, and it's just been awesome.
I'm out supporting Don B. Welch because he's brilliant, he's creative, he's dynamic, and he is one of the most prolific writers you're ever going to see or ever meet. And I say all of that because he wrote a role especially for me and brought me out of retirement. For those of you who don't know me, darlings, my name is Judy Pace. I'm an actress from the 60s, okay? hello. So I had retired, and Don called me and said he had written this role for me, and then he called my children and said he had written this role for me, and I said, okay, Don, send it to me. What is it? He said, it's comedy. I said, oh, I'm gonna do it. It's comedy.
What was it like working on it?
Fun. We started doing this project in 2007 as a stage production, and it was very successful, and we kept coming back, and people wanted us to do it again, and we would do it again. We took it out on the road, and we did it again, and then someone wanted it as a film, so we did it as a film, and I just can't wait to see all these talented ladies in the film. It's going to be fabulous and fun.
The thing that I love most about Don is that he's truly a man of his word. He had said to me, I want to work with you. He says, I'm a fan of yours, I want to work with you. And I was like, Hollywood, okay, thanks. And then he said, okay, I got something. And I was just like, he said, come on, we start filming and blah, 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 and da-da-da. And I was like, oh my goodness. So that's the thing most of all that I love about him. He's absolutely a man of his word. And I just felt like a queen. He just treated us so well. All the ladies. He's a class act.
The guy's doing such great work. You know, I'd like to give him all the support that I can.
I was just in Don's last play, The Living Quarters, and it was my first opportunity to work with him, and I wanted to come out and support his film, The Divorce, because I'm sure it's going to be exciting. I
love Don B, and I wanted to put on my sparkle best because, you know, we wore the red dresses in sparkle, so I thought a little old world Hollywood. So I thought I would give you a little old world Hollywood glam.
Giving it to us.
Anytime Don B. Welch calls us and says, you got to come down and support me, you know, he's always doing it. He's a hustler. He is like a true hustler from back in the day, you know what I mean? So for him to take a stage play and make it a film is very difficult, and he's always really, really successful. I admire him. I think his example is something to be imitated.
Don is an incredibly talented man, and he's a very loyal person, and his characters are real, especially his women. His women are very grounded and well-rounded, and they tell real stories that so many of us, male and female, can identify with. And the good thing is that even though most of his stories feature women, he has several stories that feature men, like The Bachelor Party and other things like that. But Don has never used his voice to bash either sex. When the women speak, they speak about the positive things. Things go wrong, but we never sit and bash our men. The men never sit and degrade women. So it's wonderfully empowering. It's very enlightening and informative, and more often than not, it's pretty funny.
I just think Don has just come to this town and has really utilized some of the most talented persons, male, female, and others, in the most creative way, because this was always such a movie town, and he's really tapped into that audience who really want to see great productions, and they know when they hear it's a Don B. Welch production, it's going to be wonderful.
Don is a great friend of mine. My name is Andrea Jones, and this is Joe Archie.
Hi, how you doing? Nice to meet you.
And we wrote the song for the film called Back to Me. I'm getting back to me. I'm finding my happy. What you thought you destroyed, I'm taking back my joy.
I love him, and he's done a great job, and he's been doing a great job, and I'm just so proud of him.
She took my credit card and went shopping.
That's a good piece.
Right.
That's a good